What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and we are here today for our 5 takeaways of the match we just watched of the Pokal between Borussia Dortmund and Ingolstadt, in which Dortmund won 2-0. So if you guys are new to the channel, this is a series we do after each and every Borussia Dortmund game where we take 5 takeaways from the match and talk about them into length and get your guys' opinions on them as well. So if you're excited for this kind of content, be sure to drop a like on the episode. Drop a subscription if you guys are new as well. We're getting very close to that 6K mark. And let's get into it now with my very first takeaway, which is going to be Marius Wolf. Now, Marius Wolf, in my eyes, was one of the best players on the pitch today, and he's really staking a claim for that potential right wing back role because he actually features as a left wing back today with Meunier as a right wing back, and it was obvious. I mean, when I was looking at the starting 11, trying to piece out where the players were going to go, that's where I had him, and he was very influential. He really was. He had a lot of energy going back up and down the pitch. He had some quality on the ball, his movement. He was honestly spectacular today. And when Guerreiro comes back and we stick to this back three system, Guerreiro will 1000% take the left wing back role, which will allow the opening for the right wing back to either fall to Meunier, Wolf, or maybe even Thorgan Hazard. So the everything that Wolf is doing right now is to his benefit because he is really staking a claim that he could pull a Dahoud this season and be a player who looked on the outside to fight his way back into the starting 11. My second takeaway, guys, is going to be Julian Brandt. And Brandt, in my eyes, by far was the man of the match. And I said it a few times in the watch along. You guys are with us. This is what it looks like when a 10 is at the top of his games. You're going to see him on the left. You're going to see him on the right. You're going to see him drop deep. He wants the ball. He wants to be the difference maker. And then on top of that, to put in 2 unbelievably quality balls into for just tapping for Hazard was spectacular. He was taking his game to a new level. And it's fantastic to see because the debate was Brandt or Gio. Who's going to be the revolution this season? Who's going to stake their claim into this team? And right now, it is Brandt hands down. My third takeaway, guys, is going to be Thorgan Hazard. And it looked like this could have potentially been a stalemate and heading to extra time, which is just what Dortmund don't need. Don't need those extra minutes on for extra time and make the nerves even worse for their fans. They needed to finish this thing in regular time, and they brought on 2 substitutes, which were the obvious 2, Royce, Hazard. We're hoping one of them would make the difference. The switch of bringing Meunier off to allow Wolf to move over to right wing back and put Hazard on that left wing back, a position you guys know he likes to play with the Belgian national side. And he just added that little bit of attacking flair, and that's something you get when you play a more attacking-based player in a wing back role. Notice in the one goal he scored where he kind of drifted away, watched the run, watched when the ball came in on Brandt, and he snuck in with that attacking IQ that he has, snuck in front of the defender for a tap-in. It's that kind of movements that you get from a forward player than you would get from an actual wing-back like Meunier. In my eyes, if that was Meunier making that run, he wouldn't have made it in a proper way to put the ball in the back of the net. He probably would have found a way to challenge the defender for the ball, and he maybe won, he maybe didn't. But Hazard was sneaky. He snuck in there. He found a way to get in front of the defender. Somewhat poor defending, but Hazard came on, and with that, just that little bit of attacking flair playing from the wingback role made a difference and came on with 2 goals, both of them assisted from 2 beautiful balls from Brandt. So making that attacking change was spectacular in my eyes, and I really did enjoy it, which then allows us to move on, guys, to our fourth takeaway, which is going to be our system. Now, this is back-to-back takeaways. I'm talking about the 3-4-2-1. But I'm just going to highlight quickly why this is the system going forward. We talked about last season switching to the 3-4-2-1 and the fact that we were lacking wingers and playing with those 2 floating cams was to our benefit. We did not want to continue with that formation this year, and Marco Rose tried his hand with the 4-1-2-1-2 and his 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, but lacking wingers really made it hard for him to play those systems. And then in my eyes, the 4-1-2-1-2 is just not built for Bundesliga success. It's not. So with that being said, he's finally went to a system he's familiar with Gladbach. These players are familiar with, and it plays to their strength. The 3-4-2-1. What does it offer to this Dortmund side that you get to see? A wingback role. We said the right wingback could be our weakest position. Well, now you have Meunier, you have Thorgan Hazard, and you have Marius Wolf competing for that position, who all are rising their game, especially Wolf and Hazard. On top of that, you on left wing back when Guerreiro is fit, you get to have Guerreiro, and you get depth with Hazard there as well. The 3 center backs, notice today, guys, Hummels played through the middle. And I know they didn't get a lot of looks, but he looked a lot more comfortable and he was able to play out because the ball's better with him. So Hummels is by far in his best position in the back three of the central back in the back three up and being the center of the back three. That was very confusing. But beside the point, with him, he's got two quicker center back, which is Prongacic and Akanji or Chan. Chan looked very comfortable as well today, as did Prongacic. And again, take it what you will, being a very poor Ingolstadt side, but they still look in place. Going forward, if we have Mullen or Holland, honestly, that's fantastic for the 9. But under that is the most important, your two floating cams, because you don't have wingers to this side, which allow Royce, Brandt, Renier, who was iffy today, but that's where he's going to be most comfortable. Mullen can drop in there if need be. Gio, when he's fit, that's the position. This is the best way this team can play. And honestly, in the last few games, this team looks like they're starting to develop an identity. So I absolutely love this new system. And I hope that we can carry it out and make it our primary system. And then we can switch up shape when need be, but our primary system and have an identity going forward. And then our fifth takeaway, guys, is going to be touching on Erling Haaland being out till late December, January, something like that. What's it going to matter? Because, well, look what happened when he wasn't there. And Mullen wasn't there. The opportunity went there for Tigges. He almost scored a goal, but it would have been the only thing he really did in that match. He was very invisible. He wasn't quite up to the standard. He doesn't have the movement and IQ and just all-around world-class ability that Erling Haaland does. We get that, but he doesn't even offer the speed and the different outlook that Mullen would offer. He's just that focal number 9, a big body. We didn't use him to his advantage, and it's why I think he struggled so much, even though he had that one opportunity to score. So a lot of question marks are going to happen on this Dortmund side. What happens when Mullen or Haaland aren't available, which I'm hoping when Haaland isn't, it's Mullen's turn to step up, but it looks like a real weakness to us right now, and striker depth has been an issue with us for years and years. So, guys, those are my 5 takeaways. Let me know what you think of them, if you agree with them. If you don't, if you have any takeaways you want to add as well, be sure to add them below in the comment section. I hope you guys did enjoy this 5 takeaways. If you are new around here, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub as well, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, friends.